you down for it?
Yeah, I would love to. Why not?
Yeah, I got some questions for you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So on this chart here, where would you see yourself? So are you currently in a relationship?
Yes.
Okay. Are you in a monogamous, closed relationship?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to be in a different kind of relationship?
I mean, I wouldn't mind. Which guy? Normally, I would assume a lot of guys wouldn't mind to try a poly life. But it's like, how do you even get there? Like, how do you even ask a woman, hey, like, you know, I'm interested in being in or being with more than one woman and in a relationship at the same time?
Right. So how do you start? You start by communication, and you say what you just said. You said, hey, I've been thinking about this, and how would you feel about it? Because we can just go out and do it without expression, and that's like cheating, right?
Yes.
So we don't advocate for that. So we are wanting to talk about ethical or consensual non-monogamy. So how do we get there? We have conversations about it. So what I do is I say, hey, you know what? I watched this movie the other night, and there was this really cool scene where these, you know, 3 people were getting together. Like, what do you think of something like that? And I get to kind of like judge it without necessarily saying, like, what do you think if we do this?
Yeah.
So you kind of like take the temperature and you find out, and the person's like, yeah, I think that'd be kind of cool. Or they're like, oh no, that would like never work with me. And then it informs you. But it all starts with the dialogue. It's all about communication. Because if you can communicate well, then you can relate well.
What's my word of the year, guys? Communication. Told you.
Communication, communication, communication. It's sexy. And it helps us to get what we're wanting. Yeah.
So are you guys in a poly relationship?
We
Yes,
sure are.
we
Yeah,
are.
we've been together for 8 years.
Nice.
And it's the most open, honest, and fulfilling relationship I've ever been in. Because I used to cheat, and it wasn't good. It wasn't good for the other people, and it wasn't good for me. And then I met this lovely person, and we kind of fell into it, but it worked out well.
So question for the lovely lady over here.
Hey, yeah.
How is it for you being in a poly relationship? A lot of times we hear women like they don't like it and it's taboo per se. How have your experience been?
It's been great. I think it's been, like Andre said, it's been the most open, honest relationship I ever had. I think I always kind of knew that I wanted something different because, you know, I'd get to that point in the relationship, you know, when you go like, oh, what are we? What are we? Are we going to continue on? And it was like I always had a hard time deciding between different people. So I feel very free. I feel loved. It's still a committed relationship. It just happens to be that we have the opportunity to be with other people.
And other people, guys, girl, like it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter as long as it's consensual.
I love it. I love it. I love it, man.
Yeah, and it's really cool because it kind of shifts over time. So going back to this chart here.
Yes, the chart.
The chart here. So at times, Tara and I are like a couple. We've been together for 8 years. We are kind of monogamish at times, where maybe we don't see anybody else. But then there's other times where, like, if we go to like a sex party or sex club, we might be more like swingers. Or there's other times where maybe she's dating somebody and I'm dating somebody, and we're kind of like more polyamorous and an open relationship. But it changes all the time. And I think what's wonderful about that is, as human beings, we're not static. We are plastic, and we change all the time. So you might fall in love with somebody and then be given this doctrine that society or your religion or your parents or whoever says, well, if you are in love with that person, then you can't be with anybody else. And that's not necessarily true. And what happens is, if we try to subscribe to that, any feelings that we have for other people are then shunned, right? We have to like say that we don't feel them or we don't acknowledge them or whatever, and that doesn't seem quite right. Whereas if we are able to openly announce ourselves and say, well, then it seems like it's a perfectly normal and wonderful thing. On that note, the majority of the world is not monogamous. The majority of the world is polyamorous. So when we make these gestures and we kind of say, well, I'm only going to be with one person, it sounds like a wonderful idea in some ways, but in a way, it kind of goes
not
around.
realistic.
Yeah, it's unrealistic. It kind of goes against our natural way. And some people say, well, there's only so much love. I don't think that's true. I mean, you can love your mother, your father, your brother, your sisters. Love is a drive, and there's enough of it to go around.
I like that one. Really quick, last question I have for you guys. So are you guys bringing people in as in like threesomes and stuff too into the bedroom? Is that a part of poly, or is that like a different category?
It can be. It could be part of it. It just depends on what you want, right? It's like you need to talk. If you're partnered, you need to talk to your partner about what it is you're interested in. I mean, that's certainly how we started with actually finding a unicorn, which now is like, oh, that was a little bit maybe unethical, although I feel like we did it ethically. But yeah, so there's all kinds of different ways of relating and being non-monogamous. It's what we talk about on our podcast about.
Yeah, but you know, when we say polyamorous, right, or we say polyam for short, it really means the idea of not being monogamous, of being non-monogamous. So technically, polyamorous would indicate that you have a high level of emotional interest in that person.
Yes.
So you could have that in a threesome with another person, or it could simply be sexual. It could be just physical.
Yeah.
So it really depends on that, right? So it's just about open relating, about E&M.
Dope, man. Hey guys, I thank you for the conversation. We need to have more conversations like this. And for the people that want to have more conversations or know more about you guys, where can they find you guys' podcast?
Absolutely. Well, they can tune into our Let's Talk Polyamory podcast, and it's available on every social media thing that you could think of.
ESPs.
Yeah, all of them. And
Spotify too. They can listen to it when they're on the road.
Yeah, all the time.
Dope, man. Names again? Sorry. Andre. Nice meeting you.
What's your name?
Marcus.
I'm
giving you my government. And your name? Tara. Nice. Beautiful people, Andre and Tara, man. Go tap in. Let's talk poly podcast.
Polyamory podcast. And also to say that I am a sex positive psychotherapist, and Tara is a awesomeness relationship coach, and we're both available for consultation.
I might need you for we're gonna talk behind the scenes, but go follow them. It's the Mandem Show. Guttzy, we're off of this.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I need some relationship help too myself.